ease your mind while we laugh and play. Here comes DJ Boom, Shaheem and Aunt Debbie. Yes, we're on our way to brighten up your day. Here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shore,
here we go, here we go. From the shore to B-Boy Show.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. B-More. Asbury Park, New York. You know we got y'all. Here we go, here we go, here we go, y'all. Here we go, here we go. What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome back, especially to all you new viewers. Welcome to the From the Shore to Be More Show. I am one of your hosts, the one, the only Shaheem.
Well, good for you, and me too. I'm one of your hosts, Deborah Singletary, a.k.a. Aunt Debbie.
What up, everybody? It's yours truly, DJ Bill, making it do every Sunday right along with these two. What is going on, everybody?
Yes, he is. And yes, of course, we are the treacherous three of the tri-state area and the DMV. And welcome back to another episode, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a
If you
fantastic...
haven't heard, you're about to hear.
That's right. That's right. Especially our new viewers. And we have a fantastic for you guys today. Stand up for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the topic today. And I'm looking forward to a great conversation with my two co-hosts here. Right, guys?
I got something to say.
I got a lot to say.
And I do as well. And we're hoping that you viewers out there have a lot to say on this too. So we're encouraging you all to comment on today's topic. Be part of the show. We don't still do this for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We do this for you too. So please join in and comment on the show. Right, guys?
Absolutely. Definitely comment.
When was the last time, and I'm speaking to my audience out there, you stood up for yourselves? We felt that this was a really important conversation to have, everybody, when we talked in our meeting. And so I just want to really encourage you to be part of the show. I want to hear from all of you guys out there. Before we get to that, though, I just want to mention last week's show on rupture and repair. You can go check that on our YouTube channel. I want to apologize to our audience, especially to our new viewers out there, about some of the audio issues that we've been having on the show the last couple programs. I think we've worked it all out. And we're hoping that everything's coming through nice and clearly for you guys today because we want to have a great episode. We want them all to be great. And we're hoping to pass those technical issues. Right, guys?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you sound absolutely clear.
Okay.
Normal, loud and clear. You know,
All
as
right.
usual, big mouth self. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, truthfully, I am loud. I'm glad. I'm a very boisterous person. I'm proud of that. Yes. And I want to also encourage everybody, and remind everybody that you can listen to us, too. Driving your kids to school, your morning coffee, coming home from work. You can listen to us on your car, on all streaming platforms, everybody. So make sure you check out the show, everybody. Go back and listen to those past episodes, all right? Before we get the ball rolling, I also want to shout out my partner in crime, Junior, who's usually with me. He's not with me today, but I still want to shout my son out, who's usually helping as an engineer on the show.
Hey, Ty.
He took the day off for today, ladies and gentlemen. He had some things he had to take care of, but that's fine. Hi, Junior. You can reach Junior if you want to talk about anime and gaming on Otaku Everything, and that's on YouTube, everybody, at Anime Cannibal. So go ahead and touch base with him. How about that? Also, before we get going, real quick, I just want to mention, in honor of the over 2,000 service people who lost their lives on Pearl Harbor, today is Pearl Harbor Day. So in remembrance and respect, I do want to recognize this day.
Ashe.
Yeah, and so do my co-hosts here. So we don't, their sacrifices never forgotten. So I just wanted to mention that. Of course, on a lighter note, it is Christmas, and I know everybody's out there doing their Christmas thing in this freezing cold weather if you live in the Northeast like we do. And I got to get out in it. Have you guys been doing any Christmas shopping? And I'm just going to ask that real fast.
Yeah, I did a little yesterday. I went to a small business craftspeople sale. Brilliant.
Yes.
I bought a couple of things,
Yes.
nothing for y'all. But I walked. It wasn't that bad. If you dress correctly, it's not that bad outside.
Oof. Ooh, well, that's good for you, but down here on the coast, on the shore, where we live right off the water, and that wind comes off that ocean like a hurricane. It's been brutal out here, but I do have to go out. I do have some shopping to do.
Really?
Yes, it's been something to
All
experience.
right. Well, 1X. I'm a size 1X XL.
I'll keep that in mind, and I know Boom's gonna give me his size soon too. What's up, Boom?
It's all good. Yeah, no, I'm not Christmas shopping for a soul. So, you know, I don't have to do any Christmas shopping at all. My kids, my daughters, I can't say kids because they grown ladies. They want B2K tickets.
Is that
for
what
next
it is?
year.
Nowadays?
Yeah, they want B2K tickets. But so here's the thing though. Since I do have Omarion, or I do have his phone number, I'm gonna reach out to him and see what I can make happen to make these tickets happen for this daggone B2K concert. Because other than that, we'll see what happens.
That's a nice plug right there. Shout out to Omarion. Also, I want to shout out my nephew Casey, who just chimed in. He wants to tell his uncle that he's a medium. I get that. Shout out to my nephew who went through a health scare recently and came through on top. So yeah, shout out.
All right,
shout out to
Casey.
him. Thank you for checking in on the show, nephew.
All
And to
righty.
everybody out there who is doing their Christmas shopping, I'm just gonna say bundle up, have fun, stay safe, everybody. Let's have a happy holiday. And while you're all doing that, we're gonna keep the ball. What on, Debbie?
Rolling.
Happy birthday to all you Sagittarians out there celebrating your birthday today, in the past week, or the upcoming week. We want to celebrate your birthdays with you. So happy birthday, everybody.
Absolutely. I'm loving it because I'm a fire sign too, so I'm loving all the Sag energy going around right now.
Yeah, good. Again, I have a few personal birthdays I want to shout out, but I want to start with my co-host, or Debbie, first. As usual, is there anybody special?
Okay. Well, I'm going to take this one from somebody who would surely acknowledge his birthday, but I want to be the first to wish Kendall Lawson Sr. a happy birthday. Every time I see him, he's full of smiles and he's helpful. He knows how to treat an elder woman, and I really appreciate that. Also, Radia Harper, artist friend, and Salima, my niece Salima, and I think Anwar. Oh, and Anwar's birthday is about now too. So, DJ Boom, I hope you have some other people to shout out, because I just took the family.
Listen, I'm super popular. I got a lot of people to shout out. I'm super popular.
Oh, well. Oh, you saying I'm not popular? Let's talk to me after the show. After the show.
It sounded like it.
You can have them shout outs. I got other shout outs I could do.
All right. So you're popular and I'm not. So I have to steal the family. Oh, well.
It is okay. Well, I'm glad you shouted out Salima and Anwar, because I definitely would have forgotten. But happy birthday to them. But I got to shout out, I'm gonna do another shout out to Kenny Mac. Of course, I got to shout out my brother-in-law, my brother, my friend, one of my best friends, actually, to be exact. Very stand-up guy. Love you with my whole heart. Happy you are with my sister. Happy my sister met you. Many, many more birthdays we're gonna celebrate together. I have to shout out. Her name is Quay. She's down in Atlanta. Her name is Quay, but we call her Sip Savvy. She's Sip Savvy on Facebook. Shout out to her celebrating the birthday. Shout out to my childhood friend Tanya Carroll, who celebrated her birthday a couple days ago. So shout out to her. Happy birthday to her. All the Sages is pouring in. I got another birthday. Oh, posthumously, I gotta say happy birthday or happy posthumous birthday to my uncle. Only Uncle Jamie. I call him the uncle on my mother's side.
Uncle Jamie, I'm glad you brought him up for sure.
Right. So happy birthday to him. And that's all the birthdays I can think of right about now. If I forgot anybody,
you're forgetting one. I
go for it.
saved this one for you. I thought you were going to mention it. I'm lying a little bit, but a shout out to Ralph Johnson,
Okay.
to your cousin, my nephew. He is also very courteous and very helpful. My only problem I ever had with him was when he threatened to buy me a TV that was going to be big and take up my whole room, and we had a fight about that. But we worked it out, and we're still friends. Happy birthday, Ralph.
Happy birthday,
Happy
cuz.
birthday. Happy birthday to you, Ralph, for sure.
Thanks, Inez.
That's cheating. I just want no. That's cheating right there.
That's why I keep my phone nearby. Okay.
I first want to say to Boom. I don't know who Sip Savvy is down in Atlanta, but God, I love that name. Shout out again to her. Happy birthday. I got just a couple real fast that I want to shout out. I want to say first, happy upcoming birthday to my niece, Alicia Boyd, who married into the family. December 10th will be her birthday, so happy birthday to her. Real quick, also, big happy birthday to my sister-in-law, Jamaica, whose birthday will be coming up on Friday. And I'm saying it now because trust me when I tell you, she will take up the whole week with this birthday. Trust me when I tell you. So, happy birthday, Jamaica! There, and I'm sure I'll end up saying it again next week. But there, those were my personal birthdays, ladies and gentlemen. But I do have a few shout outs that I also want to mention. Oh wow, I forget I gotta press the buttons now because I don't have my son with me. Of course, my wife wants to say happy birthday to her sister. That is not cheating. Yes, it is.
Thank you, Inez.
No. Don't be doing that. That is cheating. Don't be doing that. Oh, I got a few slaves real quick so we can keep the show running. Yeah, right. I want to say first, happy birthday to this guy here, actor Jeffrey Wright. Everybody, today is actually his birthday, December 7th. He does some incredible work. My wife just loves him. What was that? Do you know him personally?
I'm so sorry. I just thought of another one. I'm sorry.
Well, you want to go ahead real fast? Real fast.
Anais Cisco, the filmmaker Anais Cisco, my director in my movie, my friend, my buddy, my confidant. Happy birthday, Anais. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well,
everybody else, please forgive a sister.
Well,
I'm sorry that I reacted so strongly.
No, that's all right. I'm glad you got it. You made it with your friend for sure. Happy birthday to her. Now, real quick, Nicki Minaj, also New York's own Nicki Minaj is having a birthday. Everybody, December the 8th will be her birthday. I gotta shout this guy out too, real fast. Giannis, everybody. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the basketball player. I'm shouting him out. He plays for the Bucks, but there's a chance that he might just become a New York Knick. So big shout out to him. And December 6th will be his birthday. And to this lady who had a strong year, everyone. Super duper shout out to Tiana Taylor, whose birthday will be coming up on December 10th, everyone. And those are my celebrities, everybody. And shout out to all of you Sagittarians having your birthday. How about that? Did I do good?
Have it your way.
Good job.
Sagittarius.
All right, and To all you guys out there who are having celebrations of any kind, especially this time of year, there is a way that you can make the three of us part of it by supporting our businesses, everybody, and this is how you can do that. Reach DJ Boom and Shush Entertainment at boomsquaddjs.com, 678-334-1745 for your next big event or karaoke night. And to attend the next Silent Fitness event, be sure to reach out to Shush Entertainment, a subsidiary of D3 Lux Entertainment. Before stepping out for the night, look for the latest in women's fashion at terryscloset.com. Step into Terry's Closet and step out in style. terryscloset.com, your closet's new best friend. And reach the Boris Singletary at visioncarriers@aol.com for astrology consultations, art workshops, wedding ceremonies, and rituals. Be sure to reach out to visioncarriers@aol.com, 212-234-1329. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to go out and support us, our small business. I do want to say this about our store, terryscloset.com.
Why's my camera turned?
That's okay, baby. I'll turn.
You didn't get an
Why is
accident,
it turned?
did
Now I see you. Now I see you.
Yeah, that threw me. You work on that, boom. Work on that, boom.
Work on that, baby. Work on that. Jesus.
Yeah, that threw me. I just wanted to say real fast, my business, our business, me and my wife's business, terryscloset.com. I had to take down 2 days ago, everybody, because we've been having some issues with vendors. And so to those who've had issues, I want to apologize to you, but the store will be back. We have found different vendors that we can work with a lot better. And the store will be back up on Tuesday, everybody. So I just want to make that clear. So if you went to the site and didn't see it, I apologize. I did take it down a couple days ago. We'll be back on Tuesday, everybody. We had to work out some issues, so you will be able to go back there and shop. So I just wanted to say that. How about that, everybody? And while you guys out there doing that, we're going to keep the ball rolling.
You know, I guess right now we should start the show.
Movies. One of my favorite things to do on the show because I need something to watch, and I got something good. And I hope you guys got something good. No, I do.
I got something.
Okay, on Dave. I can't wait to hear it. What do you got?
Auntie's cheating again. Watch The Color Purple. I meant to watch it yesterday, but what was I doing? I was doing some.
Thank you,
I was
Inez.
out Christmas shopping. So Inez saw Color Purple, recommended it to me, and I'm sure if she recommends it to me, it's recommendable. I don't remember the platform it's on, but I'm sure you could search for it and find it and watch it. The Color Purple.
That is a great one. I gotta admit, The Color Purple. Go check it out, everybody, and then come back and let us know what you thought. Don't ever forget that, people. Come back. All right. How about you, Boom? What you been watching?
I'm a one-time watch movie person, so I probably will never see Color Purple again. I watch it one time and done. I did watch a movie called Caught Stealing.
Caught Stealing?
That is on Prime. It's a like an action sort of action thriller sort of thing movie.
Okay.
But I thought it was pretty good. I watched that, and I also watched the Puff Daddy, the Sean Combs, The Reckoning.
Oh my God, that was my one. I'm glad you brought that one up. But go ahead and give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but just the little bit that I've seen, I just shake my head. I really do shake my head, and it's like nobody gets away with anything. Just know that nobody gets away with anything. So
I'm going to say this about it. Again, everybody's talking about this. Everybody is talking about this. You can catch it on Netflix. It is #1 on Netflix shows, everybody. Please give me your thoughts on it because I know everybody's talking about this. And yes, I did see it. I didn't see it all the way. Don't spoil it for me. Please don't spoil it for me. I did catch the first and second episodes. And listen, I'm going to say this. The people that you see in media, that's not the people behind the scenes. So be careful about the people you support out here because you don't know who they are as a person. All right. If it's okay to support, maybe they're genius or whatever, but you don't know who these people are as people. And a lot of these people have some pretty dark secrets that you would never know about. I'm going to leave it there. People go check it out. Again, it's #1 show on Netflix. Come back. Let me know what your thoughts were about the show.
I'm going to make a comment. I want to make Inez is first of all reminding us that it's a newer color, purple, with Fantasia as Celie, not the one a couple of years ago with Whoopi Goldberg as Celie.
They're both great, though. They're both great.
Yeah, I'm not a Fantasia fan, so all right.
All right, I just can't make you happy, but I also want to acknowledge that all of us have a shadow side. And the shadow is the unlived portions of ourselves, unreckoned. And they're not always nasty and horrible. In fact, many times our shadow sides, our hidden sides, include our glory and our talents and our gifts that we don't put out. But I want to remind myself to invite into awareness parts of myself that I might disown so that there doesn't have to be a Netflix movie made about the underside, the dark side of Aunt Debbie. I'm just gonna
yeah, right. But check this out. Here's the kicker on this whole deal. Now, this thing with Netflix wasn't made with Puffy and his camp. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson made this deal with Netflix. Isn't that interesting? He bought this story. It's a whole underlying thing behind that, boy. Go check it out. Go, people, if you saw it, I'm begging you, please comment. Let me know what you thought on it. Please, all right? I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to take too long. We got a lot to talk about, everybody, and I do.
I'm gonna finish watching it tomorrow after I get my massage from therapy.
Fancy. Oh, okay.
I told him that. I said, y'all spoiling me now. I get 2 massages? Oh, I'm gonna be. Woo, you spoiling me now. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And just let us know, Boom. Everybody, come back. Please let us know. But right now we want to keep the show running. We do have a lot to talk about, everybody. I just want to remind people that if you have interesting topics that you think that our beautiful audience would love, or if you are a business interested in supporting our program here, there are ways you can do it, and this is how you can get in contact with us. To contact us, you can reach us on our YouTube channel, where you can comment, join the show, and please don't forget to subscribe. You could also watch, like, and comment, join the show on our social media pages. Our Facebook or Instagram is @FromTheShoreToBeMore. Our Twitter or X is @2_BeMore. And our email is FromTheShoreToBeMore@gmail.com. You could also call the show at 732-455-2503. If no one answers, please leave a message and someone from the show will get back to you. And please, tell a friend. That's right, everybody. Tell a friend. We are here for you, for sure, everybody. All right, let's get into this topic, everybody. Let's get into it. Stand up for yourselves. This is a great topic, and I want to start here. I want to start with maybe the reasons why we may tend to struggle to stand up for ourselves. Or here's what my thinking is. One, fear of rejection sometimes can keep us from speaking up when we should. sometimes cultural conditioning, believe it or not, can keep us from speaking up at times that we should. I'm going to go deeper into that. I am. Anxiety about conflicts. You don't want to butt heads with people. That makes you uncomfortable. It's another great reason. That might keep you from speaking up when you need to. Do my co-host agree with me or not?
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, there is some culture, speaking of cultures, and I'm not, I don't want to call the wrong one, but many cultures teach people, especially they teach women, to avoid eye contact. Like you're not supposed to gaze at someone directly. And you're so spot on, Shaheem, about, we all want to be loved. And sometimes if we stand up for ourselves and we speak up, and I love that you brought in stand up, speak up for yourself, that you brought that in, because sometimes it's challenging to speak up because it could make us unpopular.
It is. Before, I know everybody's got a lot to say on this, but before I do, I want to recognize this comment real fast. Everybody, please, by Eric Scania's a cousin of ours. He saw the Diddy show, and I'm just so happy to see that he's chimed in today. There have been rumors for years about Diddy, so the reckoning just brought out what many of us already knew. If it were my daughter, I would want justice to be served, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for commenting. All right, back to the topic, everybody. Just want to get that in there real good. Yeah, and I also want to talk about the cultural side of it. I think you brought up a great aspect of it when you talk about the way that women were almost trained in a way to almost. I know, like in some cultures, they walk behind their husbands or their significant others, and they would speak. They speak. They're looking at the ground, or I'll give you one. I know that and I'm not picking on them, the Asian community, they have always been known as a people to be docile, a people who will not speak up for themselves all the time. And believe me, I don't want to take it for my Asian brothers and sisters watching. Don't take it personal. I'm just going by, some stereotypes that you hear about Asians. That they're docile or that they're soft and they don't speak up when they need to, or they bow out a lot. But then I'm not saying that's true, but that's just another cultural stereotype that you might hear.
Yeah, I think it is a stereotype. I've had some experiences with Asians that may point in a different direction, but certainly it is true that many. And sometimes women are less likely to stand up for themselves if it gives them a sense of insecurity. But I would like to add somebody to the stage. That's the woman who taught me to stand up for myself.
And who was that?
This picture was taken in the 60s when wearing natural hair was thought to be, oh Lord, nappy-headed and a shame and a scourge to the Black race.
Right.
And Doris Brooks Singletary was one of the first people to claim her cultural identity. And don an afro, and behind her back, people would say, oh, she's trying to look young. No, she was a natural woman. And Doris, I saw Doris demonstrate for her rights. And she would take her children with her. And we would march around downstate Brooklyn. I think they were building a hospital and not wanting to hire Black people. And so we would march, Jim Crow must go, Jim Crow must go. So I, as a very shy inner person, learned to use my voice early. What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it? Now. So that was a real coming out for me. And one day, and my mother, knew that I was shy and introverted, and I think she gave the same message to Inez. One day, out of the blue, she says to me, "Debbie, if you're in school and you got to go to the bathroom," she said, "raise your hand. And if they don't acknowledge you," she said, "raise your hand again. And if they still don't acknowledge you, raise your hand again." And she said, "If they don't acknowledge you the third time, you get up and go to the bathroom." Now, that is, you have to have a pass to go to the bathroom, that big wooden block. If you don't have that pass, you are not allowed out the classroom. I'm like, why is she telling me that? Well, don't you know the time came? And don't you know who got up and stood up for herself and walked out the classroom? And I've had teachers call my mother for transgressions that they considered I made. And she would say, I taught her to stand up for herself. I wanted to also share that picture. Now, how do I get this off? Oh, I see X. So shout out to Doris Brooks Singletary, who taught her children to stand up for themselves.
Well done, Debbie. Thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
I know that's right.
And okay, boom.
No, I said I know that's right. That's all I said.
Well, I just want to put this out there. Riding with the ladies for a minute. I'm so proud to hear about your mom speaking for herself, especially at a time where that was not the thing back then. So, woof, I know. But I want to say this too. And this is about my sisters. Throughout my entire life, I've known my sisters to speak up. Woof, God. And I've always heard these negative words thrown out there. Bullheaded or stubborn or aggressive, angry. These negative undertones about their attitudes. It wasn't until later that I realized that no, that was wrong. That was society's whole deal. That was wrong. My sisters are bold, brave, and they stand up for themselves. They always have. Recently, when my nephew was going through his issues in the hospital, my sister was in control. She's younger than I am, but she was in control. And so it kind of came up a little bit, and I heard her mention that, I know sometimes people think that I'm mean, and that's the first thing I thought of. It's like, no, stop. And I didn't say it then, but I wish I did. No, stop. No, oh, absolutely not. You are not mean, not at all. You are a person who is unafraid to stand up for themselves and say things and speak when things need to be said.
That's the epitome of standing up for yourself. I stand up for myself. I've stood up for myself. I've stood up for other people, and I've been labeled a bully. I was told I was a bully in school. I've never bullied anybody, but I'm not going to allow you to bully somebody either. So I'm standing up for other people, and I'm not going to allow you. Definitely not going to bully me. That's a tree you don't want to climb. You know what I mean? Like don't do that to me, because you're going to regret it.
I don't like when women are given those labels. I just don't anymore. Especially growing up with sisters. These women don't have attitudes. Especially,
it's a lack of intelligence.
About black women.
Right, it's a lack of intelligence. It's a lack of intelligence, a lack of vocabulary. They don't know what else to say. So all you can do is throw out all these negative undertones that you know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all that it is. Feel bad for the people that's doing it. Don't even feel bad that they're talking about our sisters or our cousins or anybody like that. Just feel bad for them, because they don't know. They're not educated enough to even speak better than what they're speaking, than to say the things that they're saying.
And I don't feel the need to defend my sisters. Oh, they got it.
Oh, believe me, I know.
I just need to be there in case things get out of control. That's all I need to be there for.
I know those sisters, so trust me.
But I'm so happy to hear you bring the women into it, especially since when we do speak up, we're often called aggression. But for men and women, I do want to point out that they're standing up for oneself in a healthy way, and there is unskillful standing up for oneself.
All right. Good.
And that sometimes if we're unskillful, like I know for me, if heat rises in my body, and I'm there, like, I'm ready.
Mm,
That I could be too forceful, and what people experience is the force, and
oh,
not.
I've experienced it.
I'm finished.
Go on. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go on.
You ain't sorry.
I'm messing with
You
you.
ain't sorry.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
But listen. I deserve that. I'll take that. I'll take that as high praise.
Yes, exactly. 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 Yeah, I will say this about my co-host, my beautiful co-host, on Debbie. She don't mess around, and I'm so proud of her for that. I think the way you live your life is a model for you for even young ladies today, Debbie, for sure. Stand up, be yourself, be your own individual person. People, everybody out there, not just the ladies. Be a person, be your person. Don't be afraid. I know that's easier said than done, and this is something I had to learn. I'm not going to just act like things just came to me naturally. I was always confident, and I was no. I had to grow like everybody else. You were, I know, Poom. You came out the
I
womb like that.
was. I was. It's terrible. I was. The being the third brother in the family. No, no disrespect to either brother older than me, but they were punks. And I didn't
No,
tolerate stuff.
no
Like you're not
disrespect to
gonna.
him.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
is disrespectful.
well, it is what it
That's
is.
making a judgment, and I don't advise that you do that in publicly, and not qualify it in some way. What if we put it this way? You learned from your brothers to speak up. You don't really have to call them names. Those are my nephews, and I just can't stay. I have to stand up for them. We may not know them. We may not know what was going on for them that they didn't, and they weren't Aries, like you are. So I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself
and them. I've
Thank you.
stood up for them too.
and for them.
Well, listen. Again,
Hey.
like she said, those are my cousins too, and I would never think that about my cousins. We all have our own story to tell, including myself. I will say that. But when we talk about standing up for ourselves, we don't. We mean it in a lot of different ways. The workplace, relationships, everybody,
Friendships,
and
friendships,
friends.
all
I'm
of
definitely
it.
glad.
Like,
I'm definitely glad.
Co-host.
absolutely, all of it.
Back at
All
you.
of it.
I got it. I got you. All right.
All of it. Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I have experienced a level of some of the people that I used to associate with that don't stand up for what they know is the right thing.
Okay.
Um, and you just allow your partner to just manipulate the situation instead of just nipping it in the bud and letting it be what it is. You know what I mean? Like stand up and say, no, that's not true, or no, that guy won't do that, or no, that girl would never do that, or no, da da da. You know what I mean? Stand up and say it,
Mm,
even if it is. So to me, I look at it, if I'm gonna risk my relationship with Shaheem or Aunt Debbie because I stand up for myself, then I don't need y'all. You know what I mean? Because I stand up and now you don't like me because I stand up, because I stood up for myself. Now, if I called you out your name and I'm cursing you out and blah, 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 okay, I got you. But if I'm just standing up for myself and asserting myself in a certain way, and now you cower down and you don't talk to Sekou no more and blah, 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 that's on you. I don't need you in my life anyway. So I'm happy I stood up because I needed you to get away from me anyway. So I don't really care
Or
about that.
try this. Say cool. I'm sorry, Aunt Debbie, to lose our friendship. You're very valuable to me.
You're not
And
though.
I've
I mean, not
always
you
loved
yourself,
and
but
respected you. But in this instance, Aunt Debbie, I'm standing up for myself. I'm sorry to lose
okay.
you, but I accept that as a necessary consequence of standing up. I think that's more skillful than saying you don't need me, because you need me. Um,
No, I don't. I
you
don't need that.
do.
I don't need
And I
that.
need you.
If that's
And
the
we need each
energy,
other.
no, I don't. If that's the energy that's given to me, then I don't need it. And I'm not sorry that you're gone either.
Quit.
Well,
I'm
I
really
think we
not.
Quit.
respect that that of course, you
And
and a lot
clearly-
of people.
Wait a minute, and disclaimer. Clearly, we're not generally talking about each other. So I don't want anybody on this podcast.
No, I get what you're saying.
Don't call Boom and say why you mess with your aunt like that. Don't call him and don't call me either and say why you let that boy do that to you.
No, I think we understand it. You're using us, but we're talking generally about people in your lives. But I want to say this. It is important to stand up for yourself, but I totally agree with on Debbie's. Learning the skill of doing it is important too. I think so. Because okay, you do want to weed out the people who don't maybe understand you. I think is that kind of Boom? What you're touching
don't
on
deserve
a
to
bit?
be here. Like you've been
you
here
know,
too
maybe
long.
they don't get the person that you are, and so you don't need them in your life. I do kind of get that, but being tactful. Well, there's something to be said about that, right? The skill of doing it tactfully or whatever. Or let's throw out some scenarios. Let me throw out a scenario, and then let's all join in. Can I do that? Let me throw out one. All right, you've been on your job for 6 years. You just found out a person who's been on their job 4 years got a raise. You did not. How do you approach your boss about that raise? How do you go about doing it?
You bust in the door and say, "You dumb."
Coming from a person
So
who just got
goddamn
skill. Coming
The
from the person
first
who just
thing-
talking about doing it skillfully.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. The first thing you do is you want to learn to do. I have to learn to do. I'm still learning. Is you have to check in with yourself for how you feel. Because if you just have an emotion and then charge in the way I described, which was not the right way to do it, you're not going to be as effective. So first of all, you have to clean up your own vibration. You have to check out
like
why you
that.
feel the way you do.
I like that. I like that.
And
I'm gonna write
wonder
that down. I'm
and get
using that.
curious
I'm
about
using
why. And there might be a reason. I was once chosen to be a director of a program over a woman who had worked in that program for 6 years, and I was chosen
Hello.
to be the director.
Hello.
And I was just new coming in. Why? Because I have the skills. But anyway, I don't want to make this about me, although it's about me. But you get my point. Like, be curious.
Okay.
You want to ask.
Right.
Why?
Instead of charging it emotionally, understand why they were chosen. If I've been in for 6 years, and because it has happened to me, I've known people that's been on jobs for years, and I come in. I'll never forget. I was temping, right, at Loyola University, in the mailroom, and it was people there. People been temping. They've been temping for 3-4 years, right? I got there. They're like, you keep up with what you're doing, and 6-7 months. No, what they say, in a year or two, they'll probably hire you on permanently. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Well, no, that didn't happen for me. In 3 months, I went from being a temp to being hired as a supervisor, and I worked for Anne Arundel County Public Schools from that temp agency. So I did that in 3 months. Why? Guess what? Because like I do now as a DJ, I'm never late. Ever late. I'm always on time. If necessary, I will stay later because I want to get the project done. It's not because I'm trying to be a goody-goody, Uncle Tom, whatever you might call it, blah, 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 blah. I just like getting my work done. I don't want to have to come back to have to do this when I could just do it right now and it be done. You know what I mean? So I did those extra steps, and those things got noticed. Now, if you're not doing it and you're always late, because people think being 5 minutes late is not a big deal. If I'm supposed to be there at 9 and I get there at 9:05, that's not a big deal. But they notice, because this guy comes, he's supposed to be there at 9 and he's here at 9 o'clock. He's here at 8:55, 8:50. So those little things count.
If the shoe was on the other foot, though, and you need to ask for that raise, you still have to walk into that office and somehow prove your worth to the company and ask that man for that extra money. You still have to do that.
And I have to be
if the shoe was on the other foot, not that you're the guy who got in front of the other guy,
right?
But you're the person who got left behind. I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So now you have to speak up for yourself. That was the scenario. But I'm
But
gonna
I
offer another
also
one.
have
here.
to be prepared for the answer that I get.
You better be, because you might not like it, and that's gonna hurt double. And that's gonna hurt double. You might get a truth
Right.
that you may not want to hear, and that's something
Right.
you're gonna have to accept when you make that decision. And that's the other side of it. But I'm gonna throw another scenario out there, and you guys tell me how you stand up for yourself. So, you have a friend. You went to high school with this friend. You known this friend 20 years. You find out that this friend is cheating on their significant other. They find out that you know and ask you, please keep this secret. Please keep this secret. Ride with me. I've known you a long time. I need you to ride with me on this. How do you tell your friend, don't you involve me in your mess? How do you stand up to your best friend?
Like that.
Thank you for showing us. So when we're standing up, we don't just want to stand up when we're pricked and something bothers us. We have to develop core values. So I don't have to, but I have developed over the years things that are ideas and concepts that are important to me, that are my core values. And so when situations come up, I'm going to balance them with my core values. And that's how I'm going to decide. But in a situation where my buddy is doing wrong, I'm going to stand up with them, and then ask them to be honest. I don't want to just be the one to rat them out. Did I get the scenario? I don't just want to rat them out, but I am going to say to them, look, it would be better if he heard it from you, sister friend.
Hello.
Than from me. And I don't want to have to be the one.
Well, I want to make this point. Boundaries. I think boundaries are extremely important. Your friend should know that you're not going to tolerate that nonsense. Straight off the bat. She should already know what your answer going to be. You know me all this time. Girl, come on now. Or dude.
Right.
Dude,
Right.
bro. Come on now. Boundaries are extremely
I don't have them kind of friends, so I don't know.
No.
Don't tell me I ain't going down with you. I'm telling you right now, I ain't going down with you. Don't tell me.
Heck no, man. I'm
You
managing
doing
my
you, do
own
you.
situation. Hello?
You do. If you doing you, do you. Don't tell me.
Hello?
Don't tell me.
And so,
But you found out. What if you just found out?
Then I'm gonna go to him and say, you need to tell him or her. I don't care if it was a female too. You need to go to them.
Especially somebody I've
and
known
let
that
them know.
long.
Right. You need to go to them and let them know.
Ooh, yo.
Nope.
Ooh. Yo,
Nope,
no, I'm
nope,
going
nope.
right to you, bro. I think people who know me know that too. So boundaries, again, you already know where I stand on things. If you know me that long, you already know where I stand on things. Without even
I
being
don't
said,
have
right?
I don't have the time. I'm not going down for nobody. If I didn't do the crime, I'm not doing the time. So
Hello.
nope. I'm not going down for a soul. You better tell them.
I'm telling the detectives
I had
everything.
a situation many years ago. And I don't associate with this person anymore, but they did something that I was not down with at all. Like, no. And I said, I don't know why you told me that, because if they come and ask me, I'm going to tell them. So you just better hope they never come ask me, because I'm going to tell them.
Don't put myself in
Point
that situation.
blank. So I'm irritated that you even told me what happened, blah, 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 but I don't even talk to that person anymore. Because for me, if you're even going to put me in a situation like that, you don't really care too much about me anyway. I don't have the time, because I'm not going down for you. I'm just simply not. Absolutely not. And it was a heinous, terrible thing that happened too. Nope. I may not run and tell, but if they come and ask me,
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna tell them what I know.
So let me before, because I see time ticking away. But before the time ticks away, I want to talk about what people can do a little bit to help themselves in those moments when they do need to speak up for themselves. Maybe you don't feel like you're in control in that moment or whatever, and you're trying to find your voice in those moments. First, breathe. I would highly recommend that. Take a deep breath, gather your thoughts. I think that's really, really important. So speak clearly about and concisely about what you want or what you need to say in that moment. And this was a good one for me. Don't over-explain why you're saying what you're saying. You don't need to over-explain it. So speak clearly and concisely. Get to the point. You don't need to over-explain it to that person. Stand up for yourselves. What do you guys think of those
Excellent.
exercises?
Yeah, excellent. My sense of things is you always have to connect within first, in and then out. Watch out for out, and then you've broken off a relationship. Like don't go for rupture. Go for
Right
connection.
away. Right.
And if you're going for connection, that'll guide how you put things together.
I think so. Well said, for sure. And over-explaining too. I hate that.
Brilliant. Don't over-explain. Say what you mean what you say, and step back.
Thank you. I'm sure we've all heard that before. Say what you mean. Mean what you say, people. And it's just simple as that. You ain't got to give them the story.
Right.
Do all that.
I just recently told somebody that. I said, listen, you don't have to give me the whole background of you asking me for a ride or for money or whatever. I'm either going to do it or I'm not. Period. I don't need the story. I don't need the story. I really don't. I don't need to know that your check didn't come. You wasn't able to get the bank to cash it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know any of that. Can you do it? Can you not do it? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Period. Your
I
story
want the story.
No, your story is
I
not
might
going to
want
change
a
whether I
little
can help you or
story,
not.
depending on who it is, because some people make a habit of borrowing, and at some point, I really want to learn who I'm dealing with. So, if I once asked a grandmother, I said, your grandchild is always asking me for money. What do you think? I asked her, and she said, oh no, because he's using, so sometimes the story, you do want to help the person to be responsible.
Well, that's not over explaining. I'm talking
Okay.
about hey, Aunt Debbie, can I borrow $50? Because my check didn't come yet, and I don't get paid until next week, and then I don't need all of that. No, it's either you can do it or you can't, because the story is not going to make me magically have $50 if I didn't have it in the first place. You know what I mean?
Funny.
The story is not going to make it appear like, oh, you know what? Since you are in dire straits, I now have $50, but I don't have it, period. So either I'm going to have it or I don't. Say, cool, can I hold $50? I don't have it. Oh, okay. I don't need the story. That is something different. Give me a little bit of that. Like, don't, we had a situation going on where somebody was asking for money, and we was asked about what was going on, and we were like, this is the situation, blah, 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 blah. And now you take that information and do what you will with that. But you asked, and this is what's happening. I recommend not doing it, but that's your money.
I don't think about that. Boom. I think you're making a very good case. I have to really, really think about that. I know that when people ask me for money, sometimes if I have it and I don't need it back, I give it. But in all cases, I'm giving from my substance. And so it's not like I just got it laying around. As I learned from the woman who came in showing me her bracelet, and I go, oh, that's nice. And then she said, oh, by the way, can I have $10? And then I realized, oh, you don't have $10 because you got a bracelet. I stopped giving her money. And prior to that, when she said, can I have $10? I said, here, I stopped that.
I want to say to everybody out there, not just stand up for yourself, stand up for your pockets. How about that? stand up for your pockets, everybody, especially in this trying time.
Stand up for your sanity. Stand up for it all.
Hello.
Stand up for it all. Hello. Don't let nobody steal your joy.
Get up, stand up for your rights.
Absolutely.
Also, I just want to jump on and also just say this quick, and as we're all finding our voices out there, make sure we teach our kids early. Teach them early. I've heard Debbie say this a lot about children's rights and their voices and things like that. Teach them to speak up for themselves early, and then it won't be a problem later on in life.
They're gonna speak up in context. You speak up the wrong way, you have fat lips every day. You gotta speak up in context. Who you talking to?
That's why we love them, folks. All right.
I love me some Boom. I don't care what he say. And I am telling you, I am not going, all right? In my Jennifer Hudson voice. Don't make me sing it. And I am.
Eric, real quick, though. Eric, I want to tell you, if that was my child, there would be no story to tell because there would be no Puff Daddy on the earth anymore messing around with one of my kids. So there it is.
Sad.
I don't have the mental capacity for that type of stuff. Nope.
Definitely. And everybody
what
else.
He's saying is he crazy. That boy crazy.
Anybody else who saw, please chime in next week. We're going to talk all about that a little bit, everybody. I can't wait. It is definitely juicy, and everybody else is talking about it. All right, we've reached that time, everybody. This show is definitely winding down. Before we go, we're just going to give some last thoughts on Debbie. Do you have any last thoughts on today's?
I do. While I think it's important to stand up and speak up, I want to address those people who stand up and speak up at a flip. You know, you go like this and they standing up. Who you think you are? You know, that's called touchy. Watch for signs that you're touchy and that easily offended and take offense. So don't give offense, but don't take offense, and choose when you're going to do your standing up.
I like that. I like that on Debbie. That was beautiful. Well said. Well said. All right, Boom, what you got to say to this?
I try to think now as far as standing up, and I don't be the aggressive Aries, the fire that I can be. So I do I do that because a lot of people would be in dire straits messing around with me. But I do stand up. I do speak up for myself. And at the end of the day, for me, I absolutely refuse to argue with another human being as long as I live on the face of this earth. And I'm talking about type argument, not the type of arguing we do on this podcast.
All right. The wise words of DJ Boom. For me, I just want to say to everybody out there watching the show and who's going to catch the show later, your voice matters. Your boundaries matters. And I just want to say, you all out there, you all matter. Stand up for yourself, for sure, everybody. And there you have it. All right, everybody. It's time that we let you go so that we can get to our Sunday and you can get to yours. Before we go, I want to remind everybody that this show is not free. So we need your donations to keep the lights on here, everybody. You can send your donations to Cash App, # from the shore to Be More, everyone, and help us out. Also, you can find out what's going on in Shaheen World at therealshaheen.com. My new song is in stores, ladies and gentlemen. She's On to Me, produced by DJ Debonair Samir. So go check that out. Terry's Closet will be back up on Tuesday, and tune in next week for another fantastic topic right here, everybody, on From the Shore to Be More. We will see you next week, everybody.